closed caption services. And that will also be in the chat. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jonathan Darsh. I'm the Executive Director of the Civilian Complaint Review Board, and I use he, him pronouns. As our board is currently without a chair, I will be guiding the meeting today, but I want to be clear, I am not a board member. Now I'd like to call the CCRB's November Public Board meeting to order. Would the board please introduce themselves, starting from my right?
Herman Merritt, City Council designee from Brooklyn.
Bill Fox.
A. Hogan, City Council designee, Queens.
Good afternoon, Joseph Puma, go by he, him pronoun, City Council designee from Manhattan.
Esmeralda Simmons from Brooklyn, New York. I'm the public advocate designate.
June Northern, Mayor appointee from Brooklyn.
Pat Smith, mayoral appointee, Manhattan. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Frank Dwyer, Police Commissioner designee.
John Siegel, mayoral appointee.
Rahul Agarwal, mayoral appointee.
So now we're going to turn to the minutes. Has everyone had a chance to review the October minutes?
Yes.
Are there any changes or corrections to the October minutes? Is there a motion to approve the October minutes?
So
Second.
Ms. Northern moved, Mr. Agarwal seconded. All those in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Are there any abstentions?
Abstain, I was not present.
I was not present either, but I'm not abstaining.
So there was one abstention. And everyone else was in favor. The minutes are approved. Before I begin my remarks, I want to take a moment to recognize that tomorrow is Transgender Day of Remembrance. And I'd like to take a moment now to remember all those who have lost their lives to anti-trans violence during the past year. I first joined the staff of the CCRB in 2013. At that time, I was the Deputy Chief Prosecutor of the Administrative Prosecution Unit, and Dr. Muhammad Khalid, a community fixture on Staten Island, was serving his first stint as a member of the board. Last year, I was pleased to learn that Dr. Khalid would not only be returning to serve the CCRB once more, but that he would do so as the interim chair, performing all the formal duties to lead the agency. As you've likely heard by now, Dr. Khalid resigned from the CCRB on November 7th. Dr. Khalid will be missed. I feel badly he chose to resign, but I understand why he made his decision. Dr. Khalid was a good chair. He took his duty seriously and cared deeply about this agency. But what I really want to say is that as good as an interim chair as Dr. Khalid was, he is an even better person. I feel very fortunate to have been able to work with him, but more than that, to get to know him as a friend. But the community of people who work around civilian oversight of police is larger than one person. Nowhere was this clearer than during the annual conference of the National Association for the Civilian Oversight of Law Enforcement, or NACOL. This year's conference took place in Minneapolis, and it was a productive event for the CCRB. I was privileged enough to lead a discussion on how the community of oversight professionals can work together to share best practices and push toward our collective goals and our mission. On top of this, our agency's own Yohaira Alvarez was elected to serve on the NACOL Board of Directors, helping guide the organization as it grows its influence around the country. The CCRB is the largest civilian-led police oversight agency in the country, but we are not the only civilian-led police oversight agency in the country, And for me, it is always worthwhile to be reminded of how the agency fits into a larger conversation happening far beyond the 5 boroughs. As a reminder, our office is open for walk-in complaints, but it is also possible to file complaints online at nyc.gov/CCRB complaint, by telephone at 1-800-341-2272, by dialing 311, or by tagging the agency on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. For those wishing to speak during the public comment section of today's meeting, I ask that you keep your questions and comments to 4 minutes. If anyone wishes to file a complaint tonight, we have 2 investigators on hand ready to take any new complaints. The investigators on call this evening are Emma Steidehar and Malcolm Turner. Yvonne Torres is also here from the Civilian Assistance Unit. Thank you all for your presence here today. Do any of the board members have any questions for me? There being no questions, we will move on to the board's formal business. We're going to have a presentation from Jahai Rose of the Outreach Unit.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Jahai Rose. I am the Director of Public Engagement and Partnerships. I'll be doing a brief overview of the agency. The Civilian Complaint Review Board is the nation's largest independent oversight entity over the largest police force in the country. The CCRB investigates, mediates, and in some cases administratively prosecutes allegations of misconduct alleged against members of the New York City Police Department. The agency is governed by a 15-member board, 5, some of which you've met today. 5 are appointed by the New York City Mayor. 5 are appointed by the New York City Council. 3 designated by the New York City Police Commissioner. 1 appointed by the Public Advocate, and the chair is jointly appointed by the New York City Mayor and the City Council. The CCRB investigates specific allegations. Those allegations fall under the term beta, force, abuse of authority, discourtesy, and offensive language. As mentioned, if you'd like to report police misconduct, feel free to file a complaint by using the agency's website, nyc.gov/CCRB complaint, or you can call 1-800-341-CCRB or 1-800-341-2272. Remember, if you see footage of misconduct on social media or on news, then you can feel free to file a complaint, even if you were not there in person. Other ways to file a complaint include calling 311. You could also visit the CCRB at our headquarters at 100 Church Street on the 10th floor, Lower Manhattan. You could also direct message or DM the CCRB on our social media platforms, which include Facebook, Twitter, or X, and Instagram. Handle is CCRB_NYC. You could also send a letter to the CCRB at 100 Church Street, 10th floor, New York, zip code 10007. You could also file a complaint at a local police precinct, even if it was not the precinct where the incident or occurrence may have happened. Police officers are required to accept complaints at local police precincts. If you do not feel comfortable filing the complaint there, feel free to request a complaint form and a postage-free envelope. The CCRB has a youth advisory council. The youth advisory council are a group of young people between the ages of 10 and 18. They serve as community ambassadors for their communities. They're committed to criminal justice and improving police community relations. We have open applications. If that young person is a New York City resident between those ages that I mentioned, 10 and 18, they are eligible to apply for the Youth Advisory Council. The deadline is December 31st. If you have questions regarding the Youth Advisory Council, feel free to email yac@ccrb.nyc.gov. If you'd like to request an outreach presentation, feel free to email us at outreach@ccrb.nyc.gov. Please remember to follow us on our social media platforms, as mentioned, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you.
Jai, before you step away, I forgot one thing. Ms. Crawford is joining us online. And Ms. Crawford, if you'd like to introduce yourself, we'd love to hear.
Sure, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Shireen Crawford. I'm a mayoral appointee, and I'm sorry that I can't be with you in person today.
Thank you, Ms. Crawford. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Rose?
Mr. Executive Director, where we say police misconduct, can we add that most beautiful word, alleged? That we take complaints of alleged police misconduct, and then we investigate it and determine whether in fact there was misconduct. Thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments for Mr. Rose? Thank you, John. We will now enter the public comment portion of the meeting. We will begin with those joining us virtually who would like to make a comment, followed by those who are joining us in person. For those joining virtually, please use the raise your hand function feature. Please keep your comments to 4 minutes. Yahira, please call on the first speaker.
Thanks, John. I just want to give folks just a few seconds to see if they want to, if anybody wants to raise their hand. We currently have no one who would want to participate, so I just want to give it a second. All right, I think that concludes our virtual public comment portion.
For those joining us in person and interested in making a public comment, please line up behind the podium and please keep your comments to 4 minutes.
My name is Michael Myers. I'm the president of the New York Civil Rights Coalition. This is a very eventful meeting for me because I don't read the New York Times, New York paternalistic Times like I used to. But I just got word as I came in the building that the chair or the interim chair of the CCRB has resigned. That's shocking to me because I ditto the executive director's comments about our now departed interim chair. I regard Dr. Khalid as a very important person on this commission, this board. He was a person of integrity, person who believed in civilian control and oversight in terms of police abuse problems. And I have to say that I'm very, not depressed, but very saddened by his resignation. And I will look forward to reading the exact reasons he gave us for his resignation. I hope it wasn't because there was some sort of conflict with the mayor-elect, because I give the mayor-elect a vote of confidence. And if he pushed our chair or your chair out, that would be very, very disconcerting to me, especially since he has given such a broad pat on the back of the incoming police commissioner to be continued. I should say the current police commissioner to be continued. And I don't know why he has invited the police commissioner to continue. I don't understand that. But I guess he needs that kind of support. He needs that kind of coverage. He needs that kind of badge, excuse the pun. He needs that kind of badge as he comes into office. I think a new broom should sweep clean, quite frankly, when it comes down to people who head the agencies that have been in trouble in the city.
Apologies.
Yeah, I repeat, I think that people who lead the agencies and when a new broom comes in, the new broom should be able to sweep clean of staff, unless they're extraordinary. And I just don't think the current police commissioner has been extraordinary. No, I know the stats and all that other stuff, but I think they're all made up. I don't believe them. And I don't believe that she's going to be a good leader. But hey, I put that in abeyance. She has his vote of confidence. And although I voted for him, it's very disconcerting to me that he is mouthing, peddling. I hope he comes in strong and that he's the person I thought he was. I hope. But if he isn't, he's going to get his comeuppance too. There will be demands for his resignation. And since he supports impossible people who should not be around, I give him warning now. Your term of office could be abbreviated if you lose the support of the public, the support of the people who put you into office. So I regret the resignation of the chair. And I think everybody here who's a member of this board should go on record and make your statement of disappointment and regret that your interim chair has resigned. I think he needs that for the record, that he was a decent person, a person of integrity. And there are no tears for people of integrity who leave the board. And that shocks me. It shocks me. I don't know you personally. I don't know him personally. But I respect his reputation. I respect his professionalism and his decency. And I think and I hope that somebody will make a motion. Somebody will say something for the record that we regret the resignation of our interim chair, your interim chair. Finally, I know my 4 minutes is coming up. As far as the new police commissioner is concerned, I hope that this board will finally send a letter of invitation to the police commissioner to come to this meeting and put on your agenda 20 minutes so she can have a meeting with you in public so it can give and take. She can talk and you can ask questions and the public can hear from this, I call her new police commissioner. Now she's the old police commissioner. Tired, old. But I think she should come. Now she told the public months ago when she first got appointed that she would be here, but I haven't seen any come here at any meetings. I haven't read anything she's written to you saying, can I come? So let us know, Mr. Executive Director. She told the world that she knew you. I hope that's the case. I hope you can get an invitation to her and get her here so we can hear from her directly and she can hear from us. Because I don't buy the plaudits, the editorials, the wonderful comments I receive and read about her tenure. I just don't get it, and I don't believe it. Finally, I think that if we put aside 45 minutes on your agenda, public agenda, for the commissioner to finally get here and hear from the public, and meet with the public and talk with you and hear your concerns about what she has done and what she hasn't done in terms of discipline of the police force. Because I think her record is spotty. Spotty, at best, it's spotty in terms of enforcement, in terms of discipline. I read her reports. They're not good. So I don't know why these commendations? Why all these commendations for this woman? Maybe because she's a multi-billionaire, a family of multi-billionaires. Maybe that's it. Maybe our mayor is intimidated by money. I hope not. So-called socialists, Democrat, socialists. You can't be intimidated by money.
Michael, I don't.
I'm fine, I'm finished. I'm finished.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the report you gave me.
Are there any other speakers in the room who would like to say anything? Is there any old business before the board? Is there any new business? Hearing now, I'm going to ask that we have a motion to move into executive session. The executive session is that the board will be discussing pending personnel actions, and the general counsel will provide updates regarding pending litigation. Is there a motion to adjourn the executive session? Adjourn to the executive session.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of moving to executive session?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? We're now in executive session. Thank you.